Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to today's training. Beautiful Thursday morning, 16th of November, 2023. I would like us to, it's just wonderful. So many people have joined already, but we can still do better. Today is for you, all forever business owners, both here in Nigeria and across the world. We are online. Please, let's alert all our team members. We are having a wonderful one and only Diamond, Mrs. Susan Oyemade. The other day he would have taken this training, but all well and good. It is so beautiful. We are having her today, and I'd like us to know she's already with us, and she's very, very ready. I hope we are all fully ready, okay, to still jot down some points. She'll be taking us on building self to build a strong, successful forever business. Thank you, Mommy, for the time. We appreciate it always. And I said you are a great mentor, a role model, and much more. Also, a global incentive qualifier. And so we are ready to listen to you today. We are ready to learn as well. Thank you, Mommy. Please, over to you.
How can I share my screen? How do I share my screen?
You can go ahead now. You can go ahead now, ma.
I don't know where to, I can't see where it's not writing share.
The green button.
The green, okay. No, it's that one is recording.
Right, hold on. Let me see if I can just make you a host. Maybe that will help.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, can you check it now?
Okay. Okay, share screen. I've seen that. Okay, share. Okay. Okay, my screen is on now. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for your kind words. Today is, I was looking forward to this yesterday, and I'm glad and give thanks to the Almighty Father for another beautiful day. So, how many people do we have now? Are we starting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They will join us.
Okay, that's fine. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a shame that I cannot interact with you because I always like my training to be interactive. But we are going to do a lot of work today, and thereafter, I've set up a lot of homework, which I would like you to please also do. Now, what we have today is building self. That is, you are the most important person. Everybody is the most important person in our life or in his life. So it's going to be us today. Building self to build a strong, successful, forever business. If you look at all the careers in the world today, if those people didn't equip themselves, if they didn't build themselves, there's nothing they can achieve in life. So this is why building self is very important, because you are the business. When we talk about forever or other company that may be giving you opportunity to work, but you, when you have your own business, you are that business. That business is not any other person, So today it's you that we are focusing on. And I would like you to please concentrate so that we can all gain from this, because as I'm putting it to you, I'm also learning. For you to learn, you have to teach. So let's quickly move on to the next page. What are we going to cover today? We are going to cover what is self-building, because if you don't know what we're talking about, it's not going to help you. Then why should we build ourselves? To build a strong business. That is also very important. We are going to go through it one by one so that we can understand it. And when we say we build ourselves to build a strong network marketing, what should we also focus on? Because our special focus is on nutrition, on wellness, weight loss, weight management, skincare, and personal care products. And at the same time, we are focusing on making people to have financial freedom. So on those lines, that's where that self-building will be, plus external other things that will help us in general. Now, let's look at the areas of self-building in Forever Business, which also we are going to talk about. Then self-awareness. Before you start building, you need to first of all know who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, so that you will know where you are going to build yourself. Then continuous learning. Learning continues for ever. You stop learning when you are dead. And that is true. If you are not learning, it means you're already dead. So that is another thing we are going to talk about. And then resources for us to do ongoing learning, because I don't want the complaint of, oh, it's expensive or there's no money, but you can learn now even without paying a kobo if you know where to. And I put a lot of things on, which we are going to go through too. I'm going to give you homework, and then summary, and then I'm going to ask, what are you taking home? Because it's not just attending this training. We need to now focus, we need to learn, we need to take home some points, we need to take home things that we are going to share with others. And then there will be questions and answer period. So let's move on. Like this, I welcome you to this wonderful training session. It's not going to be loading you with information upon information. No. I am inviting you as business leaders so that you yourself will embark on self-discovery, reflection, thorough, research. We should be able to gather information. We should be able to think and also bring ideas. It's not that somebody is giving me information and I'm just keeping information. And this is why many people have a headache, because too much information without using it. So today we are going to focus on empowering ourselves to seek and uncover excellent information about the topic of today, building, self to build a strong, business. So I'm going to provide leads for you, because at the end of this training, you are going to go home and work on all what we have, talk about today. It's very important, because when you look at our business, we are in the business of beauty, weight loss, weight management, skincare. We're in the business of where we're giving opportunity to people. So you yourself should be able to be a resource. I do not want to say, people will call you, oh, what is this, what is it? It shouldn't be anymore, because we've reached a stage in life now where you need to build yourself. Otherwise, you become irrelevant. So welcome, and let's now go on. What is self-building? What is it, when we say self-building? It's something that is intentional and is a continuous, work on yourself to improve. Like I've said, I do not want to be the same person that I was yesterday. Today, I will have added value. A day should not go without having to enhance your value, because a lot of people have become irrelevant today in the world, because sometimes we hold on to that degree. We hold on to all the degrees we have, accumulated over years. But the day you receive those degrees, whatever, that's the day it becomes obsolete. The only thing that can keep you on your toes and be relevant is when you continue, it's after the classroom. It's when you now continue to add value to yourself in so many ways. So please, today is very, very important. It has to be intentional. It has to be continuous. You all know my age. I don't want to become irrelevant. Anything that is not useful, it becomes obsolete. People, I'm this, I'm that, I don't know. Why should we not know? So if you keep on building, every day, I build myself every day. So with that, you become valuable. You are not valueless. You are not useless. So whatever age you are still useful. But when you are not useful again, you are thrown away. So please, self-building is intentional. It's something you willingly must do. Nobody should compel you. Otherwise, it's going to be, a lot of problem. So let us look at the areas where we are looking at, which is very important. Maybe okay, which is very important. So let's see I'm trying to see how I can take this one. How I can, okay, I think, can you see my screen? Can we see my screen? Somebody is
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I can see Chioma putting her hands on. I do not know why she.
Mommy, we can see the screen, ma'am.
Okay, but somebody. Okay. I think she has already done that. So let us move on to the next stage. So let's see the area we can now talk about building ourselves, education and learning, continuously acquiring knowledge. I'm burning for knowledge. A day cannot pass without me having something to have gained. I do not just watch irrelevant, things or read irrelevant books. It has to be a book where I can gain so much so that I can become that resource, for others. And also,
we're not hearing you, ma.
You're not hearing me? You're not hearing me?
But we can. Maybe it's her device.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So the first thing is education and learning, which has to be continued, whether formal education or whether through reading or informal online, or through learning from people with, from their own practical experiences. Everybody is a book and everybody is being read. Those people who really have time can read people and also become, wonderful, achiever in the world. So we need to expand skills and, understanding things in a way that we are not left behind. The world is changing every day. For example, we are talking about in network marketing industry, talking about wellness. Do we know that so many other things have really come up that if we don't change our tactics, if we don't change our method of putting, a business across to people, it will become obsolete. And there are so many, competition. But how do we stay, afloat? So we need to do that. Health and fitness is really also very important that we take care of our physical health by exercising, proper nutrition, adequate rest, and regular checkup, so that if you are not healthy, there's no way you can do forever business, because it's a wellness, company. And if you're talking about it and you yourself, you are not fit, and you yourself, you are not healthy, how can you build a business on that? Because people will not like, to join you or do business with you. So mindfulness and emotional well-being, we need this. We need to improve ourselves. Some people, I've had a lady who came in, she had signed on somewhere and she's no longer doing forever. And I was saying, why? He said, oh, people reject me. They say, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I couldn't find people. Then, they keep on complaining. So if she's emotionally strong, she will not look at that. She will be, she will be focusing on what she wants and the beautiful business she has. So we need to also develop ourselves so that we can be able to do things very well, because if you are mindful of whatever you're doing, you're going to do it very well. And then also be strong, because if you're emotionally weak, there wouldn't be confidence. So these areas, I want you to please note it down. Our job can be stressful, our business can be stressful, especially with the Naira against dollar and every problem going on in the world today. So, but how do we continue? How do we have that emotional, stability where it will not get to us, where we will say, oh, okay, maybe if I do this, things will be, improved. So mental health also very important, because otherwise some people who I'm stressed, I've been going around, I've been doing this, but you need to build yourself. Then skill development is very, very important. We look at our business. What is the business we are doing? We are doing the business in the area of wellness, business in the area of skincare, of weight management. So why can't we learn skills that will help us to be able to manage the people we sell our products to? I mean, somebody just called me and said, oh, Mrs. Oyemade, the thinning of endocrine, but if I don't have that knowledge, there's no way I will be able to give her, support. So this is where I'm saying, because people will ask you questions, and when you cannot answer, there's no way you can build that business. They will see you as inadequate. So what skill can I develop? There are some of us who went into beauty, some of us went into skin. If we learn so much and we know how these things are well, then you will be comfortable. When someone says, oh, I've got this one on my skin, what do you think? So immediately you'll be able to help that person. The same thing with wellness. People will come and ask you about even things that probably you've never heard before. But how do you answer if you are not prepared? So a lot of us, we need to get skills, and also leadership ability, which is very important because we are going to have a lot of people we are working with. And if we are not having good relationship, there's no way, we can move on. Then having that creative ability, how can I do things creatively that my own will be different from others? Now we're talking about, and maybe later on I can discuss about that. Then goal setting and planning. We need to develop ourselves in that area so that the people we are leading, January is coming out. How do we, look at January ahead of time before January so that we can set goals and then we can plan? How do we, how do we achieve these goals? So these are all the things we must also have the skilling so that we can lead those people who are in our group, and then we'll be able to achieve a lot. And then if we have goals, then we'll be able to know how to portion it. Oh, okay, I know you want to become a manager, but you cannot start today and become a manager. How do we, why don't you get your combo first? Why don't you qualify for, a supervisor and so on, so that will not be. Then relationships and networking. Honestly, a lot of businesses collapse, among some of our leaders because there isn't relationship skill. People do not know how to relate to people. People do not know how to carry people along. People talk to people anyhow.
They annoy me. No take care of himself. See him back like a big bat. And this your girlfriend.
Sorry, somebody is disturbing us. Please, when we are doing this, it has to be professional. We need to know that we're in the office and nobody should disturb us, please. So that relationship, we need to also acquire skill. It's a skill. I mean, when I was young, I had a lot of people who were older than me working for me, working with me. But because of the way I relate to them, they didn't look at it as if, look at the young person, as, being the leader. So please, how do we, this is it's a critical issue because there are so many people who have been together in forever, but what is happening? Disintegration. There's always that rift, and business will not improve in that area. And then, okay, we also talk about improving social skills. How do we get to people? How do we get together with people? We go out somewhere, we see a lot of people, different background, but how do we, how could they listen to us? How do we blend? So all those things we are going to learn. And we are talking about adaptability and resilience. This, you will agree with me that this is the time we need this. We need to be able to adapt things to suit the current situation in life, and also never to give up. There's some people with a little challenge, they've given up. There's no way you can keep on giving up and achieve anything in life. So how do we also bring ourselves? How do we do training? How do we learn? How do we manage our emotional, intelligence, so that people will not get us to quit where, we are going to get the opportunity later. So please, and again, we must be able to adapt to change. I mean, forever now, we can order instead of going there to buy. Then everything now is online, even payment and everything. If we say we are still doing the old way, there's no way we can move on. So please, we must be able to learn from, before even, there are so many places you go now, they don't take cash. And if you say you cannot transfer money by telephone, I do not know this, I do not know that, what happened? You will lose out. So please, this is also adaptability and resilience that I would never, never give up, no matter whatever it is. But once I believe in what I'm doing and I know where I'm going, I will never give up. Then, like I've said, self-building is a long journey. It's a long journey, and focusing on your self-improvement. Honestly, I will not deceive you. Every day, I want to achieve something. I reflect when I'm on bed. What have I gained today? What is it that I should have done and have not done it? Have I read? Have I listened to this? There are so many courses free on, you should be able to pay for data, or you should be able to pay for internet. Because otherwise, the internet is my life. It's 24 hours. I do not even close it. So if you want to be that person that you should be, you have to invest. What comes first in my life is, God. And the next thing is improving myself. Book. I spend so much money on books. If you come to my house, you see the books that I've, and I learn from it, not just ordinary books. And also, listen to, training videos online. So you must be consciously working on yourself to become the best version you aspire to be. Today, I'm sorry, I don't know whether, I've not been watching this YouTube and so, but somebody sent it to me and I've started watching once or twice. Even especially, I'm talking to women. I know majority of our distributors are women. But to me now, and we need to reach out and work with women in Nigeria. Women now are becoming, they've made themselves foot mad for men. I'm sorry to say. Because, when I was growing up, I was never, ever depending on any man. I was never asking. I don't even ask for things. I prefer to give. But today, you see the way women have been dragged on the floor, beaten, slapped, and turned to slave because of what? Because they are inadequate. Because if you build yourself and you believe that, everybody has whatever he or she wants within her, then we won't be looking outside. Lady Chibani taught us that you need to build yourself to a stage where you need nobody except God. Please, let us, women, we are created to be helpers, not a burden. So I do not see why now everything must be man will give me this, man will give me, man will buy a car, things we can do on our own. I'm sorry to deviate from that. But this self-building, women, please let us take it seriously. It's a very, very important. Improve yourself. There are many of us, we got married to our husband, maybe when we are school start, maybe when we are at 1 degree. And that's what we still have. And that the husband had moved on several steps and we are still there. So, but through self-building, we can, we are not competing, but we just want to be adequate because your purpose in life is to be able to touch so many, many souls, not just being what would I call it, a useless housewife. Sorry about that. So the question is now, why build self? Why do we need to build self to build a strong, successful network marketing business with special focus on nutrition, wellness, food supplement, weight loss, weight management, skincare and personal care products? Why build self? This is a very special area that I want you to please concentrate on. Why? Maybe if you are selling other things, maybe you are selling a cookware or something, you may not take it as serious. But this, especially, I'm focusing on Forever Living product, and I'm asking you now to look at what is Forever Living product? What is it standing for? Because we are talking, people will be well, We are talking about, people will lose weight. We are talking about, you're going to have money and blah, 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 blah. So why build ourselves? The question is, building yourself is crucial in the realm of network marketing. You will please, because there are so many companies, especially when you are promoting products relating to nutrition, wellness, food supplement, weight loss, weight management, skincare, and personal care products. So let us look at why we need to do that. Let us look at credibility. When you embody the benefit of the product, that is, when people can see the benefit of the product that you are promoting on you, and you're a living testament, honestly, to the effectiveness of those products, people would trust you. Before you say something, people would. Look at some of us in Forever Living Product who have, good skin, who have good figures. When you talk about weight management, immediately, what would they do? They want to buy because they can see it on you. They can also see that you are well. They can see that you have energy. When you are promoting energy drink, you don't have energy. People will not. So this is why we need to build ourselves to see that, what is my product doing for other people? So it is the same thing. Let them see it in me. So that is, anything you say, they know that is credible. But if you say this and you are looking that, it will not. Then authenticity, your personal journey with these products and your story, sharing your experiences, because we are now talking about, Forever gives you car, you will earn car in Forever, not gifts. You earn car in Forever, you travel in Forever, you do this in Forever, you keep on saying, but people will not see it as authentic if you yourself have not shown that those things are possible and achievable. So this is where, again, like I've said, we need to build ourselves to be able to have that strong business that will give us all the things that we would get. So it is very crucial. Then product knowledge, because we are focusing on products. Forever has no other thing than the product and the training we are given and all the goodies that we have. So you understanding the product inside out will enable you to communicate the benefit, no matter, even if the product is so expensive, the benefit of it. People, there are many people, they still keep on getting our product. Please, can I just ask them to put generator on because the light is off, please. Because so please, like I've said, the product knowledge, people ask, even the ingredients in your product, people can ask you questions about that. The benefit, how is it effective? And this product knowledge, you build yourself by also using the product. Using the product will give you the knowledge that you need, that will, when you're talking to people, that, yeah, definitely this is correct. This is what, it is all about. And sometimes some people will say, oh, I'm taking certain medication. If I take aloe vera gel, is it going to be contraindicated? So all those things we should learn. I'm glad that we do product training. We do product training in Forever. Please don't, apart from the training, there are so many where we can get information. On the website of Forever International, there's so many, and I'm going to send to Kelechi to please send one, because I have a product manual that describes every product. And even how many times they have to take it and so on. So you need to equip yourself, because customers, they have some concerns and they would like to, some people, truly they cannot take aloe vera. And you should be able to have that knowledge. So it's not everybody that, can take whatever we recommend. Some people, they cannot take, bee pollen. It makes them to, so all those things you need to know. And through your own experience, by taking it, by listening, by learning, also you'll be able to know. Then confidence. How can we talk to people when we are promoting something with confidence, when we ourselves, we don't have personal conviction about what we are, what we are promoting? So, and again, once you have the confidence and you have the personal, experience of your product, of course, I was correcting some group of distributors when they were saying, oh, he said, I don't know how to convince people. I said, because you don't know what you have. I don't convince people. Why should I convince people that, look, come and buy my product when my product has a lot of benefits and values, that by the time I let them know and show them, I don't need to convince, people. When you are convincing, this is why business will not grow. You only convince people to buy things that are not genuine, things that are bad. But when it comes to forever product, please don't use the word convince. You're sharing and convincing that you think, oh, maybe there's something in it for you, but you are helping them. I don't convince people, and I don't beg people to come and, how can you beg people, to be well? When you know that, wellness is what everybody is looking at. Why should I beg them? I mean, nobody wants to die. So you don't need to beg anybody about our product. It's sharing with them, but once you know what the products are all about, what the products can do, and they can see it in you. I mean, honestly, it will be easy for you to communicate, with confidence, and your sales will never go down. Many people are buying a forever aloe vera gel. Even now, when one is almost over 20,000, they still ask for it. Personally, I don't have to convince them, because they can see, that, oh, mommy, you're energetic, you're this. Oh, okay, we know what you are taking. Oh, please, this. So let your confidence in your product, because you also use it, it will convince. Please don't never convince anybody, please, to do business. And then building trust. And, if we don't build ourselves to be able to be trustworthy, then we are going to have problems. People will connect with individuals, not just because of the products, because they can see that you as a person, people can trust you. You are not deceiving them to make money out of them. You're actually letting them know that, look, this is wonderful things that I'm doing, and I want you to come. So you need to invest in your own development in the area of health, in the area of appearance, so we need to do this. Please, I mean, I think maybe I will not tell that story. Maybe, I can tell the story. I mean, when I got to England and I did a course, and then I wanted to start to teach. And to be a teacher, I asked myself, who are the people I will be teaching? What is what are they supposed to achieve at the end of my training? Then I realized that, look, I'm training these people to be secretaries. What are the qualities of secretaries in the office? They are smart, always forever smiling. They have very good shape. What did I have to do? I had to go through that, to lose weight myself, to change my wardrobe, to suit, the work I'm doing. So it's the same thing. We need to, build that trust in what we are doing, what we are selling, so that what that we are doing is focusing on, we need to make sure that they can see it in us. So please build trust by making sure you use the product, your health is optimal, your appearance is wonderful, And again, you know, people you don't even have to talk before, you know, they get you don't even have to talk before, you know, they join your business. Then this one is very crucial, lifestyle influence. Let your lifestyle influence people. Because we talk about we're adding this product for health, for skin, for this, for that. You know, you can make money in Forever. You can, you know. So, I mean, like I put here, I said in Forever Network Marketing, you know, company, you know, that is focusing on wellness, skincare, so and so. I said, look, and financial freedom. Even you must be a personal brand, heavily influences, you know, say, you know, to influence sales. Because if people can see that, oh, you also have a car, you are promoting car, we are talking about financial independence, financial freedom, but you, as a Forever business owner, you are borrowing money from the people you bring into your business. Would they believe in it? So lifestyle influence. So how could we now work hard in Forever to achieve all those things, to have the financial freedom so that people will see it in our own, you know, in our own life? That yes, oh, I mean, she's living in a comfortable accommodation, she's got this, she's got that, because this is what we are preaching, that we, you know, Forever will give to them. But if they cannot see it in your own lifestyle, cannot see it in your looks, they cannot see it in your health, so all these will also influence sales and will also allow people to come and join us. So please, building trust, lifestyle influence. Let your lifestyle influence others. Then networking and relationship. Please, building yourself is not just physical appearance, but also about personal growth. Very, very important. You know, as you improve yourself, you become better at connecting with others. Building relationship and understanding their needs, you know, when in network marketing. Network marketing and relationship is something because our business is people. Network marketing is about people. And if you cannot have good relationship skill, that you know, I mean, you won't be having anybody. So it is very, very important. Let's work on ourselves. I'm going to be dealing people. People are my capital. Money is not your capital. You may have so much money and be buying product every day, but if you don't have downline, if you don't have managers, you cannot move. You can make money, but you will not move on the career, you know, I mean, path. Because how do you become a manager and then you don't have downline, you become diamond manager? It's not possible. So that is very, very important, please. And remember, in network marketing, your success is just, you know, I mean, selling products. It's about building relationships, please. And very, very important. And you must build good relationships with people so that, again, helping people to solve their own problems and their need. And your personal growth journey, you know, is an integral part of, you know, I mean, the narrative you share with your network people. You know, the way you build yourself, it becomes a story that you now put to people, which is very good. So let's now let's talk about the areas of building in Forever business. So if you are aiming to succeed in network marketing, especially with companies like, you know, focusing on nutrition and all those areas that Forever product is all about, and building, you know, I mean, good income. So I've talked about that, product knowledge. So please, we have educate yourself comprehensively. Very, very important. You need to, it's not just small thing, ingredient, because some people, oh, I see got gluten, you know, because I react to gluten. So if we know the ingredients of the products, you know, that we have, you know, it doesn't have. But if you are illiterate, as far as that is concerned, then it means, you know, there wouldn't be, you won't be able to help them. So the benefit, and then how to use it, because we need to learn how, you know, customer relations. And I think, I'm not sure whether it was Buki who was doing that before, you know, I think, which is very, very important. Customer relations, how do we follow up on them? So this is very important. Your own personal experience is another thing, because my personal experience really helped me to be able to promote my product, be able to sign people on. because I told them what I was, which I will show you later. And people knew me at that time. I started with being size 6, size 8. Then I now move on to size 22. So those who knew me from something, maybe they could not even remember it was me, because when I now became that 105 kilos, people were asking me from me. So, but from there, I now started on forever journey. And people can actually see, that this is experience. That, I was there before, because some people, when they're big, they're afraid that they cannot lose weight. But when I show them that I was an elephant of 105 kilos, immediately they'll say, were you like this? And then show them where I was using glasses and no longer using glasses. So that personal experience, we need to build it. We should not just be doing the business and, so it will not work. So health and wellness. Again, personally, you need to build yourself in the area of wellness. How well are you? Are you always having fever? Are you always complaining I'm tired? Are you always complaining I'm stressed when we have stress product? So you have to be a walking testimonial, and that also will help. Then lifestyle alignment, I think I talked about that, align your lifestyle with the value promoted, with your product and financial freedom opportunity. So let's see it in you. Let's see what you want people to come and get. Let's see the knowledge you are putting to them. Knowledge without experience, that is not important. Knowledge without using it, or knowledge without people seeing it in you, will not be credible. So let people see, and that will also, let's develop in that area. Let's see, work hard to make what you are supposed to make in forever, and let people see it in your lifestyle, that you have a prosperous lifestyle. Because if you say I'm in forever, I'm a forever business owner, and you've been there for 10, 20, 15 years, and you're still not improved, there's no improvement in your life, this will not get people to really want to join you or want to do the business you are doing. Communication skill, this is very, very important. Our business is business of talking, showing and talking, showing and talking. How do we communicate? Let's sharpen our communication. That's another skill we need to please, get. And then let's learn how to talk about our benefit in a very nice, polished way. Let's talk in a polished way, not with aggression, because a lot of us, we talk with aggression. A lot of us, even when we're talking, when we're communicating, our body language is saying something else. So we need to also do that. Storytelling. Learn to tell engaging stories, sharing your own, journey in forever with the product, so that it can get people to now say, oh yes, all what she's telling me is true. They are talking, and then they're looking at your skin, they're looking at your hair, your hair and everything, and you're happy. Then they say, yes, there's truth in what this particular person is telling me. Okay. Networking and relationship building. I think we've already talked about you building trust. You building, focus on building trust, because by the time maybe you deceive somebody to join you or to buy your product, the end will not work well. So please, let us be genuine. Let us be transparent. Let us be, let us have good relationship with people. Let us be truthful. Let us be authentic. There's no, people will join you. They will join you in an honest way. Please, empathy and understanding. This also we need to learn, how to put ourselves in the shoes of others. And we need to understand what I can do. My downline may not be able to do it, because or maybe until certain time building himself as a. So don't let be too what will I say, too aggressive. Or even when people buy our product and they now complain, we need to understand. We should not go, others have used it, didn't do it, but you don't know You don't, you know, I mean, I think I met a gentleman sometimes last week, and then, you know, somebody brought him for me to talk, you know, to him. And I was telling him about our product, especially the gel. And I was saying that when you start taking the gel, you have to be, it has to be gradual, because it can bring a lot of problems you have inside. And so he said, oh, yeah, the first time I bought it, that's why I did not take it. You know, so which means he was not told that, look, Forever product is helping your body to heal itself. It's not medication. So whatever problem you have within will first of all come to the surface, and then Forever will. You know, and by the time, you know, I spoke with him, he had gone back now taking the product, and, you know, it's already talking wonderfully about this product. So please, empathy and understanding. Don't just shun people off. Don't just say, oh, you know, the product did this for this person, you know. So we need to look at that. Continuous learning and adaptability. Stay updated. Things are moving so fast. Things have changed within the 24 hours that we slept. A lot of things have changed from yesterday. We need to stay informed about our industry trends. Please, it's extremely important. Researching, advancement, and even you see it in our own business in Forever International. There are certain things they will change.
I'm not letting them now to tell her our solution and where I start.
No, what I mean.
Sorry. There are certain products that you see Forever change. We used to have now we used to have you know, now we have a Forever Focus. But before, we used to have, you know, other products. But they now put a lot of things because of the modern research, things that are even more effective. So you can see they keep on bringing things with added value, you know, to the focus. We used to have, you know, I mean, we can now see we have a Probi. But before there was, you know, another one. But now with, you know, you will see everything. We are vitalized for men, you know, and you can see that everything is evolving. We should not just remain stagnant. And you can see Forever is ahead by spending so much money on research. And if they are doing that, what happens to you that you are now taking the product as your own to market it? So what should you do to be aware of all these things so that you can evolve and you can, you know, be able to help a lot of people? So please. Then goal setting and strategy. We need also to develop ourselves and how to help ourselves to be able to help our downline with ourselves to, you know, set goals and put strategies in place whereby it's going to be achieved. Many of us set goals in January, but by the time December comes, we haven't achieved it. So why? So also you are going to sales target. How many, I don't know, how many CC will I market in a month? How many people will I recruit? You know, what, you know, how many, all these things are very, very important. And learn also, improve yourself in how to do strategic planning, because it's not something you just wake up and say this and that, things that will not work. So let us also develop ourselves in that. Then we've talked about resilience and patience. And there, you know, how do we handle rejection? How do we face setbacks? There are a lot of setbacks all over in the world today that everybody, you know, who are not able to do something and build themselves to be able to stand like a rock, you know, when the storms are moving. So it's going to be a problem. There's so many things now, especially in Nigeria. We have a lot of network marketing. Before, it was Forever and one other company, which went down later. But now can you talk about several network marketing we've got? So please, we should bring ourselves up, build yourself up to be able to face rejection, to be able to be resilient and persistent, you know, to overcome setbacks and keep moving forward. I will, you know, maybe I should not use the word pushing forward, moving forward. Please, I'm going to change that. Now, self-building in these specific areas ensures you that, you know, I mean, really fully represent your product, and also you are able to establish yourself in a way whereby you're trustworthy, and you're knowledgeable. Honestly, because when people see you that you are more than come and buy, come and sell, you can give them information. You can, listen to them. You can also, coach them. Honestly, they will come to associate with you, and that's you they want. They will not want any other person. Now, we are moving on to the next one. We talk about building. But before we build, we need to know who we are. Self-awareness. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Because that you'll be able now to focus your building into those areas where you are weak. Nobody is perfect. I have my own weaknesses, and I have to work, to make sure it's reducing, so that I can get on top of it. So as we now there, although I cannot see you, I want you to put down your strength within 2 minutes. Write it. These are the areas I'm, very strong, that I'm very good. And having done that, I'll go back and reflect and think, what are the weaknesses do I have? Or what are the weaknesses people complain about? Or what are the weaknesses, my loved one, tell me about? So please, I want you to do that within maybe 2 minutes. And when you get home, you can add more. In what area am I so strong? Am I strong in communication? Am I weak in relationship building? Am I shy? These are all the things that we can get over by training, by building ourselves. And in those areas, you also would list the actions I need to take. Because if I'm not able to communicate, what action will I take? Do I have to, enroll for communication skill? Or, okay, I can communicate. Is it my pronunciation that is not so good? Can I enroll in elocution class? And all these things also are available online. Do I get annoyed easily? Do I give up easily? So these are all the things that we need to put down, because we need to know our strengths and our weaknesses, so that with strength, we strengthen it more, and the weak area, we now do something to bring it to the area whereby we are confident and we are comfortable. Please, nobody is perfect. Everybody needs development in one area or the other. Please, it's extremely important. You see, follow-up. I'm not good at follow-up. I'm very good in sales. But when people approach me, I don't follow up. So that is another weakness area that we need to work on. And even once they got my product, I don't care about them, instead of me following up. So when the one they bought, is finished, they can always ask for more. Or is it that follow-up that I check up? Oh, how are you doing? How are you doing with the product? I hope you're this. So all those things are very, very important. Is it in written communication? Because we have to do email to people. Do I keep my email up to date? Am I backward in email? Because sometimes some people will say, oh, my email, something, I have to revive it. Something that should be ongoing. Why are we reviving? So please, is it when you have sent messages, you don't reply promptly? So is it slow motion that is your problem? So all these things, please put it down. And the actions you need to take, I want you to put it right in front. And your strengths, once you know where your strength is what you make use more. Because it's extremely, will help us by, making sure this is the strength I have. I can connect with people. That is strength. So let me make use of it. So when I'm connecting with them, but how do I talk to them? If that is the weakness, so I have to polish my, communication. So please, I want you to put this down, and we will not waste time on it, but I want you to please, when you get home, sit down, reflect, and see yourself the way you are. If you cannot do it, let your partner also, oh, what do you think are my weaknesses? I do ask my husband that, and the action you need to take. Now, I want to share my self-building journey to success in forever business with you, because like I've said, we all have story. And the story is not only, because you meet people who don't know your story, who have never met you before. But when you are doing your presentation, your story is very, very important. So create your story, because it's already there for you. Just sit down and then put it, in a very nice way, where presentation, where people can see. So I started Forever using product in 1994, and I will show you what I was. That was me in 1994. I was big. I weighed 105 kilos with a dress size of 22. Will I be able to sell Forever products with this if I didn't build myself to suit the business I'm into? You can see there's no space between my between my head and my neck and my body. And you can see on the right, I'm boo-boo, boo-boo. And you can see my glasses, thicker than a normal one. And you can see my hands, so big, and weighing 105 kilograms. How many bags of rice is that? So now this is part of the journey. When I tell my story to people and they say, is that you? You are not, it isn't. So if they come and they're big and they've lost hope, by the time they see this, the hope will rise that, oh, if she can do it, I can do it too. And with the encouragement and support, you will see. That's it, So I started using Forever, and look at what look at me. Would you say, this is same Susan, 105 kilos. How many, I've had 40 kilos. From size 22, I'm now size 10. Sometimes I can get into 8. So if I didn't work on myself, there's no way I will be like this. If I just sit down, I will even be worse than this. So this is part of a journey. I invested in myself and learned the knowledge, what made me fat, because it's very important to have that knowledge. What was I doing that I shouldn't have been doing? How many times a day do I eat? I kept on eating. This is what some of us do. We eat and eat and eat and eat. We never stop. So you can see the difference. And if I show somebody that one, and it's so big and coming to me to lose weight, and I first of all show the first slide like this, it will, I will say, and look at me and say, she will say, my wellness is here. Because I think it was Diamond, the lady who wrote the book Fit for Life and Healthy Living. He said, when you go to a person for wellness and that person is not looking well and glowing with glowing skin, you say your wellness is not with that person. So anybody coming to me at this period where I was 105 kilos and size 22 and looking like, I don't know, nobody will listen to me. So, but now if I talk about weight loss, and I talk about, having energy, what would they do? They would believe me. So that is part of my journey to success in Forever. Because when I became a better looking person, I was able to promote my my business, I was able to get people to join me because they also want to be like me. And then I started qualifying. I didn't show that, because I don't know what time we have. I started qualifying for, levels. First of all, assistant supervisor, then assistant supervisor, then manager. The next one, I jumped it. I became, swearing manager, before becoming diamond. So that's part of the journey. And showing, because I'm talking to business owners. So I do not have to go through that. Otherwise, if I'm talking to people, I'm presenting my business opportunity too, because business product and business opportunity, they are two different things. So I'm promoting that among them. I will show them the journey of when I became manager, when I have this thing, when I became when I became diamond, and then I will show off also my profit share something, which they will see that, if she can do it 2 days, losing weight and looking good, I will also do that. So please create your own journey in picture and let people see it. If you haven't been doing that, take your picture now, do everything as I put it on slide, and it will work. So I'll come to the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. Please, I want you to go home with this slogan. The more you earn, you learn, the more you earn. So I didn't just sit down. Like many people, will sit down when we started Forever in Nigeria in year 2000, isn't it? Officially. But unofficially, it was 1998. So the 2 years we were using it to register the product, to do a lot of, underground work. But now, what do I have to do to be able to earn continuously? What do I have to do? Because I was thinking of my old age. In my old age, I may not be able to travel like some, because like I said, I cannot go beyond beyond Lagos. That all the flying that I have to do, I've done it. So, but now how do I get people to come and see me instead of me going to see them? I started developing myself. You have to come to a stage in Forever that you can no longer do all the running. Not that you are not strong, you are strong, but you just feel that, it's enough. I need now to sit down and enjoy the fruit of my labor. So what can I do? What can I now do to make people come to me? Even by the time I recommend my product to them, they, immediately they buy it. Because what I now do is recommending my product to people. And what do I have to do? I have to go on a continuous journey of learning. So I'm going to show you later of, that, which is this. So my continuous, ongoing learning journey, because I've been into Forever, and Forever has really touched my mind, and Forever has woken up that dormant ability in me that I'm craving to help people. So, and I found a way in Forever of helping people, of training people, of teaching people. But this now is no longer just ordinary training, but it's wellness. And for me now to be able to have a clinic, to be able now to be a coach, to be able to counsel people, I need to do more than just knowing about the product or what the product can do. Then I have to learn to now know about the diseases, causes of diseases. How can we help people with certain, with in a way so that they will move from sickness to wellness and to abundance? So what did I do? I started, with weight loss management, because that is what people are looking for all the time. So you can see that I had to do course. I did it in the UK. I attended physically, in that. Then, like I've told you, we need to keep on evolving. Because when you now talk about health today, People are not talking about health linked with drugs. They now talk about health with supplement, with alternative, alternative measures. Yeah, even we see doctors now becoming functional doctors. That is not drug. But what can we do to help people with supplement? What can we do to help people with even counseling? Many people have come to me that they don't even need medication. All they needed was supplement. Some people didn't need even, just counseling them. Because when we talk about sickness, it's not the physical sickness we're talking about. We're talking about mental, emotional. Some people bottle up a lot of things in them. And by the time they have somebody to talk, to cry on the shoulder of that person, they will become well. So I move away from just management, weight management. Then I move on to integrative, nutrition, which is the in thing now. How do I look after myself? Okay, what about my emotional part of it? What about my mental part of it? What about my happiness? So I did integrative, and that was done 5 years ago. Then from that institute, I also learned that, look, death begins in the gut, because many people are dead inside before it manifests, outside. So I have to do what we call God's help, something to do with your colon and alimentary canal. So from your mouth through your throat, through your stomach, to going down through to the anus. I did that. Then again, I got interested and I said, a lot of people are dying of toxin, because a lot of toxin we have in the house, in our own homes. People are burning, a lot of these things for killing mosquito. They're killing themselves. Then all the things we use to washing things in the house, which we do not really have knowledge about, killing, toxin killing people. So I move on to detoxifying your life, because many people are sick because they have toxic life, toxic relationship, toxic, this and that. So I went and I did that. Then, like I told you, we are evolving. Then I said, what can I do again? Anything I see that is going to help without resorting to drug, I'm in for it, so that I can help people. I'm doing all these things to be able, I'm using all this in my clinic. These are not network marketing issues. No, it's equipping myself, building myself, so that I can help people with authority. I can help people with knowledge. I can help people with what I put into practice. So I move on into PCO, because some people get healed by sound and light. So, again, there are some people believe in the power of prayer, so I move on and I did side K. As I'm still evolving. I'm still doing. I think I have about 3 or 4 things I want to do for year 2024, so that I will qualify in those areas too, in order to help the people that come to me. And please, my clinic, immediately they come and we talk. And that, even when I talk about them, and then with this, I'm able to cooperate with other health, personnel. It's not just, you are not going to be narrow. You now be able to, if I want to do anything now on prostate, I have doctors I can go to that will come and, cooperate with me. And then we run that. And then I can go to, when it comes to emotional and mental, I know people I can, also, cooperate with. So please build yourself to put you on a place. We are in a place whereby people come to you and you are no longer running around. People are seeking your help. People are seeking your product. People are seeking, what you have. So please don't let us just remain stagnant, because otherwise we become irrelevant. We must always add in value. So continuous learning is an ongoing process of acquiring knowledge, skills, and a lot of things we've talked about. So, and you need to be committed, to your personal and professional growth. Personal and professional. We are now in network marketing. We are now in forever. So that's your profession. It's not only just personal you are talking about, then also in your professional. Maybe a new development in whatever, you have to be able to be relevant. You have to, embrace, this learning to help you to be able to adapt to things, for you to be creative, for you to be resilient, to you to be empowering individuals, that also with in diverse environment. Because our business now is global. It's not limited to Nigeria. It's all over the place, very important. And then we have to keep on evolving. And again, you are going to have a lot of communities. Once you have this other, added value, you will now be cooperating with other communities, and they'll be inviting you to come and talk about what you do. And from there, they can link up with you, which, I have groups all over. I have them, more in Dubai that we do a lot. I'm looking forward to going because, we're having a gathering. Every month we have gathering and we learn from each other. But if I didn't bring myself up to that standard, I would not be able to operate among those people from different countries. You understand me? They look at me as a good resource, a good addition to that group. So what would people say about you? Is he only come and buy, come and use or whatever? So please be open to learning. I'm very, very open to learn, and I can learn from young people, from children, and learn from birds, from all the monkeys that jump at the back of my house, from, even my plants, my flowers. I learn from them because I can see that at the time it's 6:30, you see all the flowers go down. And in the morning, what happens? They wake up. So there's time for rest, not only for human beings, for everything. So please, let us become, adept, what we like to say, learner. I say we only stop learning when we are dead. And I hope it is the same thing. When I'm learning, I feel so young. I feel so agile. I look forward to more, years. But if one is useless, you don't want to live anymore. You just want to die. So, and when you are, when you are learning, everything in you is it's working perfectly. All the cells in your body are joyful, and you see you'll be well. And like I was going to do this training, I was looking forward to it, to be able to share with you so that you can get something to also share with other people. And I can also, you can also share with me. So please do not stop learning. Don't think you are this, you are that. Even if you have so much money, you still must learn because you are not learning for yourself alone, like I've said. You are learning for millions and millions, of people. Training I've done so many years. People will now come and say, "Oh, madam, that training you did for me? This is where I am today. I'm moved from where I was. Thanks be to to that training." I said, "Thank the Almighty Father for you to have been able to take something from that training." So please, very important. We only stop learning when we are dead. That's another slogan you will take home. The first one, the more you learn, the more you earn. Now, we only stop learning when we are dead. Then let's now go through resources for ongoing learning and personal development. You can get this, like I've said, in the comfort of your home. There are so many courses online. We don't have to travel to all those places anymore. So let us see. Now, like I said, it's essential for your success. And some valuable, knowledge that you need, that you have, will really help you. But let's see the resources. Books, number one. Books, like I've told you, I have books more than any other thing. Very, very important. I do not read books only on professional development, but on also spiritual, personal development. So, but I put the books here for, network marketing. So books, I'm sure I've had a lot of people saying, GoPro, 7 steps to becoming, that, which means they've read it, you understand me? So from books, you can learn. Then, GoPro, then the compound effect, I will probably cut this and let you have it, the 5-second, rule. So all those things, and then the miracle morning, all these I will make sure I get it to you so that you can see. Those of you who have not been able to get hold of this, or whatever. Then online courses and webinar. I mean, I think it was on Tuesday, I I saw I saw that advertisement. They sent, a message to me that they are doing masterclass. It was free. It was not even with money. And I got interested. So it's 2 a.m. in Nigeria, which was a different time in US. Do you know, I stayed up, and that training did not finish until 5. But I'm glad I did, because I gained a lot from that training. And I've decided I'm going to do the course, which is one of the things I'm going to do in year 2024. So please, these things, like I've said, most of it, they are free, but at the end of the day, you will go in and do some training if you want. Udemy, yes, I'm doing a lot of courses on Udemy, which also is helping me as an individual in different ways. LinkedIn Learning also is open to you, and proper podcast. A lot of people do, I get podcasts from my nephew, it's keeping me ahead of what is going on in Bitcoin. It's giving me in 4IR, which is something to to look forward to. I've learned a lot through him, sending things to me on metaphors, that people are no longer looking at a universe. Now they are looking at what? Metaphors, which is very interesting. It arose my interest. I said, oh, so people now don't want to live on Earth anymore. They are going to have their everything in metaphors. So if I don't get that, what will I say? That personal interest in learning, all the things I've known today, I wouldn't. Honestly, I'm not joking. Sometimes I can be online with my son, my second son, teaching me a lot of things. And people will say, Mommy, why are you up to date? Some people will ask me, I said, you stay there. I'm learning. I continue to learn. So Tony Robbins, I've actually attended his training. It's very expensive, but I gained a lot. That was about almost 20 years ago. And that training that I attended with my son is still making use of all the things he learned there, and it's helping him so much today. The same thing, my nephew is on top of everything today by the book I gave to him, Poor Dad and Rich Dad. So that book, you don't know how you can touch people. That was the book I gave to him that has really opened a lot of things, for him, creativity, and he's doing very well. So you don't know what you can do for, to people by actually sharing your knowledge or your experiences with them. So also the Adrian Millite show and so on, if you covering entrepreneurship and so on, and peak performance and leadership. YouTube channel, honestly, we have a lot of things on it, but again, Eric Warren is also having that. So TED Talk, I listen to TED Talks and I gain a lot too, from there. And this is where I'm saying that, what do we watch? You are what you watch. If you are watching rubbish, then one becomes rubbish. But if you are watching something that will motivate, that will touch you to be able to move on in life, you will see that that is what will be happening in your life. All these things, once you have your computer and you have internet, honestly, it's free to watch all these things. Networking, events, and conferences. Also, we can attend specific events, conferences, where we can also network with others, maybe with leaders, also doing something that we can gain from them. We are not putting them to join us. We are not asking us to join them, but we are just sharing ideas, because that happens a lot in some countries. Online forums and communities. So some of us, we have some group that we are learning. There are different groups that we're learning from. So you can join, you can also learn, you can ask questions, you can share insight, and you can rub minds together. So all these are free. Mentorship. Also, you need to have a mentor. Get somebody that you respect, that have achieved, in the area you're focusing, or maybe other area to be your mentor, so that he can guide you and he can, support you by giving you advice. Not support by giving money, no, but by giving advice. And then blogs and websites, you can also, have belong to some on wellness, on, energy healing. So I do all these things, where I learn and gain a lot of, experience. Social media groups also, we have some. I think we have here also where we learn. I would like to see more on a group, something that people can gain, that not to put things that are not relevant on it. So let's stop putting a lot of irrelevant things that, something where we can gain, then people would like to open it. Self-help and personal development apps, we also have that, which can also help us. We can download it, we can, maybe whatever that will help you. Then remember that personal development is an ongoing, and there's no shortage of resources available to you. So you have to continuously improve your skills and knowledge, especially in network marketing. So choose the resources that resonate with you and align with your specific goal and interest. So when you look at that or whatever, you have to choose the one that resonates with you in the areas that you want to focus on, which is wonderful. So we are coming to our homework now. Please take your biro, and I would like you to list the areas of your personal development. Which areas? The areas I would like to develop myself. Please list it down. And having done that, you have to state the avenues for your learning. Is it online? You see some, maybe I'm attending conference. I've seen some of our leaders in Forever. They've gone as far as to US to attend training. Because they have invested on themselves. And that's why they are now good leaders. Because whatever money we are making, let's put some aside to build ourselves, either by way of attending seminar, which we have to pay for, or attending, face-to-face classes, or probably online. There's nothing too much for education. There's nothing too much for self-improvement. And apart from that, you have to draw a timetable for your continued education. I do not want you to just say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If you don't draw a timetable, most of the learning from US is usually in the night, here or early in the morning. But we're lucky UK is the time is suitable. So we can, but there's nothing too much to give to improve yourself. So please, timetable, this is when I want to do my training, this is when I want to do my course, and you let the people in the house know so that they will not disturb you at that time. People don't come to my room when I'm doing my learning, when I'm doing my training. No interference. Children must be trained to help you to be able to, to let them have that time. Maybe the time they're sleeping and the time you finish cooking for your husband and everything, so the house is quiet. So it's very important. Then get a reliable accountability person who will follow up on you for success. You need an accountability person. You can have two friends, maybe also doing some things together. You can be the accountability person for each other, because there should be somebody to say, oh, let's check, let's audit what you are doing, what we said we are going to do, blah, blah, blah. So all those things are very, very important. So list the areas of your personal development, the avenues you want to reach together, draw a timetable for continued education, and get a reliable accountability person who will follow up on you for success. You know, another thing that's knowledge, personal development, online or ongoing learning will help you to be creative in so many ways. Because I'm sure I did a training, build yourself to build a strong business, the forever business. I'm sure those people who attended that training about 3 or something weeks ago may not want to come today, but totally what I've gone through today is different from what we did at that time. And this is what developing yourself will give you the avenue for creativity, the avenue to change with time, change with things. So please, I'm emphasizing, I love people who read. And I'm very grateful to the Creator that all my downline are people who read, and they are people who develop themselves without waiting on me. And I thank God for their lives, and I thank God for what they have been able to achieve in their various endeavors. So please, let us be open to learning. Summary, we've started by introducing, introduction saying that today is not a knowledge-packed giving. You stop giving fish, teach people how to fish. So I want all of you also to be expert in training, to be able to, be good resources, for others, for your downline. And I have taken you through the areas where you have to develop, where you have to go into it and research and do training so that you can become expert in those areas. Then we've learned about why build self to build strong, successful. That you are that person that is important. You are the focus of attention in your business. And people will buy you before buying your product. And if you want progress in whatever you do, you need to elevate yourself. The higher you go, the more you see. But the lower you are, the less you see. So please make sure that from today, instead of sitting down, watching irrelevant things on television or partying, try and focus on developing yourself. So you are not created for yourself. You're created to touch so many people all over the world, globally, not only in Nigeria. So how are you able to occupy that position that the Creator has put you? So we talk about how to build strong in forever business, because the business we are in business of beauty, business of weight management, business of opportunity. So we need to build ourselves so that we can be there like a pillar for people to lean on and be able to also develop. Now we talk about the areas of self-building in our business, then self-awareness, which is very important. Sit down, look at yourself. So where am I having strength? Where are my strengths? Where are my weaknesses? And then what action will I take? And then finally, I've taken you through the importance of continuous learning, that you stop learning when you are dead. So how can I be useful? How can I be, because apart even from being useful to others, your children will be, you will motivate them. Because my children will say, Mommy, when you don't stop, how can we stop? We continue to learn. So please, you'll be a motivation for other people to want to, to follow. So these are the things we have really covered today. And I hope that you have gained one or two things that you are going to share with a lot of people. But another thing I would like to follow this training, if it can be organized, for sometimes in December, is the year is going to an end. We made a lot of, promises. We put a lot of things down that we are going to achieve, but we are now going to see whether we achieve it or not. But now we're looking into 2024 as a year of greater achievement. A new year, a new me, and then more achievement. So I will want us to do training. I hope Kelechi is listening so that we can do it in December. We can now work on and do, and prepare a comprehensive plan for year 2024. So what am I going to achieve? This is what Forever has. It has 12 steps to the top. So what step am I on? What step will I get to in year 2024? What are the things I want? So once we put that down in December, we'll be able now to go into the new year with zeal so that we go there and achieve. And, what is your take home in all this? I mean, it's a shame that we cannot, I cannot talk to you face to face. I hate talking to, to the screen without people, I'm seeing their faces. So can one or two or three people unmute and let us know what they want to take home?
Mommy, can I speak, please, ma? Good afternoon, ma. This is Buki from Dubai.
Oh, Buki, I could have seen your name.
Hello, Mommy. This has been an amazing, amazing, amazing training. And I'm so grateful that I joined. I am also grateful that you're our mother in the business. And what I'm going to take home today is to equip myself more skilled, not just stay as a psychologist or a seller or a common join, but I must actually start to equip myself with trainings and get more certificates. That's what I take away. God bless you, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Buki. Bless you. Love you.
Love
Hello,
you too.
can I just make a great thanks because the training was really amazing. My name is Justina Ekperiki. I wasn't
Justina, how are
expecting
you?
less,
I miss
mommy.
you.
Immediately I saw your name, I just quickly ran
Thank
and
you.
put on everything to make sure I attend this training, and I gained so much as always. Thank you so much, mommy. Thank you so much. Please, I also noticed a lot of my team members couldn't join, either they couldn't get the link. I started sharing it immediately the training started. So I want to advise Office Kelechi, if there's a way they can share the link or add all these new people we keep signing on every month. Let them have a way to get a link to be added to all the platforms. I think there's a challenge there. Some people will just sign on. Maybe they didn't even know of this thing now. And I'm really like, oh, I wish they were here. Thank you so much, ma.
You're welcome. Are you home or in?
I'm home. I'm in Nigeria. I'll be leaving soon back to Canada.
Okay. My love to the children.
Yes, ma. Thank you, ma.
And John, of course.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Who's on the line?
Angela Jacobs.
Okay, Angela, how are you?
Fine, thank you, ma.
Where are you?
I'm happy I didn't miss it.
Thank God.
It's very educative and very, very effective. What I want to take home today, because I'm new, I'm starting afresh. So all the points are relevant to me. I'm taking home, first and foremost, product knowledge. I'm taking home self-development. And I'm taking home ability to learn more, to attend more training, and also to be a trainer. I'm a train-the-trainer person. So I should be able to have enough resources, knowledge about this product that I can become a trainer of this well-being, health and wellness business that we're doing. Thank you so much, ma.
You're welcome. Thank God. Any more sharing?
Yes, Mom.
Please.
Can we let the man talk, please, so that
Okay, Mom. Thank you so much. My name's Jason Michael. My name's Jason Michael under Mommy RSS Mike.
Okay.
Well, my take home for today is very simple. First, applying the 4 core for the business. That's to use the product first for yourself, and then let the result first of all show, and then on how to present yourself very durable, and then effectively to your customers, and then the good communication skill. I feel that's where we young people in the business, we are missing it. So I'm so much happy with how you aligned it for us to be able to put these things together. Thank you so much, Mom. God bless.
So, okay, I think there was another person who would like to.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Mom's in the house. Good morning, everyone. My name is
Where are you
Sonia.
talking from? Where are you speaking from?
I'm speaking from USA, but
Okay, welcome.
I'm resident in Onitsha. Yeah, Nani Wuchukwu is my name. I want to appreciate you. I thank God it was too early for me to join this training, but thank God I did.
That's
I
good.
have all to gain. In fact, my take home is that it's not over. It's never over till it's over.
That's it.
Because if you can, at this stage of your life and success, who am I? So I'm going to start again. I'm going to start from the beginning and get things done. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for making time to, in spite of the time in US to come.
Yeah.
That is what we call, dedication, to what you are doing.
Thank God.
God bless
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Any
you,
more?
ma'am. Thank
Yes,
everyone.
good morning, Mommy. Thank you so much. My name is Tony Ogunbanjo. I'm calling from London. Thank you so much. This has been an amazing training. And God bless you for the knowledge you have shared, for the insights. And my take home today is that I will start to invest not just money, but time and commitment into my personal development. God bless you, ma, for the insight. Thank you.
Another thing I like to share here, I talk about Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins was nobody initially. They could not, they were very, very poor. During Christmas, people donate food around. That's what they take in their home. But he looked around and said, what? Should he continue to be living this poor poverty thing? He said, no. He said, what will I do? Started investing with the little that he could get, reading, looking at people who made it. People are successful. And was trying they are successful. What do? Those people build themselves up. Do you know Tony Robbins now? To attend his training, there's nowhere in the world he hasn't got home. So he's earning so much from, and you can see the background, isn't it? From nothing to the highest, of a training industry. And when you see him, honestly, he's so motivated. Because I did his training so many years ago that he made us walk on fire, and we didn't feel the, to see how, I cannot, describe it. And my son is still talking about him, and that has really helped him in his own business. So there's nothing like building yourself in life, building yourself for freedom. Because like I said earlier on, we women, a lot of people are living in bondage because they are nothing. We are not talking nothing in terms of money, because money is not wealth. Like I've always said, your knowledge, the ideas that the Almighty has given to you, your talent, your abilities are your wealth. Home can disappear, money can go, but those things are within you and cannot be taken away. And then what do? We build ourselves. That's just a little contribution. Okay, do we have any more before we move on?
Yes. Hello?
Chioma?
Yes, ma'am. I want to say a big thank you.
Thank God.
And my take home today is much. I got a lot, as in continuous education, trying to learning more. If you are our mommy can have time to do some online courses, so we younger ones need to develop ourselves more. Then another thing is that we have to market ourselves. To convince somebody by just an
I
appearance.
told you not to use the word convince, to encourage, to motivate.
No, sorry, to encourage a customer. You won't force the person. At a glance, the person will know. First of all, you market the product with yourself. Men looking at you, the person will know that you know what you're doing. You get? Then, in other things you said about health and fitness, especially on that Clean 9. You see, that Clean 9 program is an amazing program. Once you do it, you just immediately you see it will appear without telling someone, and somebody that knows you before your way to know that you really did some work on yourself. So it's an amazing program. And some other things, I learned a lot. I can't say all, but it is just, this is a motivation. You're giving us a motivation to do more. So when I saw your name, I said, I'm going to experience mommy again. The first time was at Aromeme. So this is another time I'm meeting you. I'm just encouraged. I don't know the words to just quantify what I got today. I got enough, and I will do more. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank God. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can we move on now to, I think the next thing is questions and answers in any area that you want to. If you have any questions or.
My first main question, ma, thank you so much again. Are we going to be able to have this recording, ma? So we can listen over and over again. Thank you, ma.
I think, Kelechi, can you answer that, please? Kelechi?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they going to have this recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there's no need for me to, the only side I can probably cut and crop to send to you are the resources area. That is where, learning resources, because they cannot listen to that. They can listen, but I will cut that and send that to you and send it to her so that she can send to everybody who participated today.
Thank you so much, ma.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other question, whatever question it is? I'm ready. Okay. If there are no questions, then we would. Thank you. So, and I hope, Kelechi, you organize for the December training, isn't it? Kelechi?
Yes, ma, I sure will. Thank you, ma. We will discuss it later.
Okay, that's fine. So if I have any other contribution or questions, so I'm free now to go, isn't it?
Thank you very much, man.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
I wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, weekend.
Thank you, mommy. You look sweet as ever.
Thank you. Kosaru Bongano.
Kosaru go Nigeria, no?
Nigeria, please, let me see all your faces. Because some of you have not seen for a long time. And I'll soon be going back to Dubai again.
We'll miss you.
Thank you, mommy. Love you.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
God bless you.
Mommy, this is me, oh. Yes, ma'am.
You doing, is that another hairstyle? I've not seen.
Mommy, Kosaru Bongana.
Kosaru Bongana.
In London.